Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that too. Video game, I'm on a video game. Video game, oh, what's the name? Video Game Armada. This is One Tron, the Gamer Boss Braun.
Any information on Bird True back out?
Coming back. Did you flub or did I jump the gun?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Whatever. We're back, baby, with the next discussion topic, Ubisoft. Ubisoft did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like them. They're the most versatile of the developers outside of Nintendo. That's why they work well together so well. But we ain't talking about Nintendo yet. We're talking about Ubisoft now. So, do you want me to start or shall you?
I just want to say, boy howdy, watching a feed from another third party, we knew we'd solved that once the conference on the inside was over, they went to the outside. And boy, oh boy, was it fantastic talking about Rainbow Six Siege, and they were done.
Well, that sounds like that was a thing that happened. Not at all.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take that as the start. Let's start with Adventure Time Cross Brawlhalla.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone's doing a crossover these days. I'm pretty sure some of you might be familiar with the meme of Kellogg's versus Capcom. A new wave of breakfast. It's starting to get like that now. I'm not surprised it hasn't happened yet. But, I mean, I don't know Brawlhalla all that well. But looking at the animation style, it fits. I mean, that's kind of a chip that's only 3 characters. If you wanted to do past Finn and Jake, Princess Bubblegum seemed to put in at first, but now she's just kind of a sociopath.
Which, who?
Princess Bubblegum.
You know what? That sounds about right.
You could have picked Marceline. You could have picked the Ice King. Went with Bubblegum, which is fine. I guess you need to.
No, they should have picked the Ice King. Gosh darn it, because he's the Ice King. I mean, he's super powerful and super crazy. You might as well. But hey, whatever. Pick the Vampire Bay. What do I care? Anyway, basically, that's a thing. It's sort of like Smash Brothers, but sort of not. But they're throwing in Adventure Time characters, so that's a thing. If you're already a fan of Brawlhalla, and you like Adventure Time, then you're golden. If you like Brawlhalla and don't care about Adventure Time, well, at least try them out because they may be good. Me, I don't have that game, and I don't care about Adventure Time all that much, so I'm not going to do any of that.
Alright, so there is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So if you didn't have enough cameo appearances from Keanu Reeves in the first day, boy oh howdy, you also had John Bernthal, a.k.a. the most recent adaptation of The Punisher. And he brought his dog, Bam Bam, on the stage. A very well-behaved pit bull, kind of took away, not only from his master, but the game itself. But for what it's worth, the game looks pretty amazing.
I didn't care about the dog. I was paying attention to the game. But, I do like my Ghost Recons. I do like my Rainbow Sixes from occasion. But this one is probably not going to be something for me. I mean, the basic premise is a former squad, or what is it? What's bigger than a squad? Army?
Troop, I guess.
I don't know. A very big force of traitorous ghosts who said, screw being ghosts. We want to run our own, technologically advanced country like Doctor Doom. And that's exactly what they are. Or rather, what they did. And they're running it. And they say, we own sovereignty here. Nana nana boo boo. Try to do something about it. Okay, so yeah, the government said, okay, we will. We'll send ghosts after you. And they said, well, we were ghosts. So good luck with that. We got technology and we own the place. Oh, yeah. And that's how sort of the game is. So you play the ghosts, which are pretty good, but you're also fighting against former ghosts. And they got super sci-fi tech, drones, and there's a bunch of them. So you're going to have to use various tactics, both guerrilla and straight up war tactics. Don't die, of course, sabotage things, and bring those former ghosts to justice and liberate a small technologically advanced country. Seems easy.
Yeah, I think so. But it doesn't appeal to me either. It's not bad.
It ain't bad. It's just not, again, not something that appeals to me. And before you people out there think, no, we don't have any disparagements about this press conference for Ubisoft. We're just sort of getting started with things that don't really interest us so much. And since it's my turn, Just Dance 2020. I didn't get into video games to dance.
Yeah,
Granted, I did get into video games to rap slightly. Where's my Parappa the Rapper sequel?
everyone's answer asked that question.
Mm-hmm. But to dance, you know what? That's not for me. I ain't doing it. I want to sit down and wiggle my butt while I'm sitting down, and that's as much dancing I'm going to do. Maybe a fist pump in the air for a truly fantastic kill shot, but that's about the size of it. What about you? You feel like you're dancing? You want to dance for 2020?
Just Dance is fine. Kind of one note. I don't need it in my life.
I get that. So yeah, if you like Just Dance, they made a big deal out of it because it's been 10 years for the franchise. I thought it was older than that.
Yeah, doing Panic at the Disco. What a living. The stars and cake killing.
I know
that was probably the cheesiest thing they did at all of E3 so far.
Yeah, and I know dancing is as a thing has been a thing since time immemorial. But I mean, Just Dance. I thought it was like back in the 90s or something.
I remember a Wii copy Just Dance.
Well, whatever.
I know that Dance Dance Revolution existed out there.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so there's also something called Roller Champions, which is like roller rink crossed with, I don't know.
Yeah, roller derby mixed with rollerball. That movie where Paul Heyman was in as an announcer and there was LL Cool J. That thing. But we've seen that before, roller derby inspired stuff. They released it today. They released it yesterday.
It's a demo.
Yeah, they released the demo.
Yeah.
It looks okay, but I keep saying it just looks okay. I mean, they have that faux Overwatch art style. It works for the game quite well. I like the trailer, but the concept, I gotta see how the reviews are. If it's as fun as people say, I might get into it.
Yeah, well, for me, it's gonna be a very, very low on the totem pole of gaming things I'm going to be doing in the future. Because again, roller champions, whatever. I don't do roller, and I did some ball, but they didn't have wheels on my feet. So my interest is pretty low. Plus, they don't have anything like cool gadgets, interesting weapons, colorful characters. I'm sure they got some very Fortnite-ish looking characters, but I don't think they're very interesting. So I'm going to pass unless they give me a reason to not.
Yeah. Next up is another shooter game from Tom Clancy. Yay. The Division 2. Now, Bronze, what can you tell us about The Division 2?
Basically, The Division 2 is like Division 1, but in a different place, in a different time, and more skills. But more to the point, we're talking about the DLCs. 3, of course, for the Year 1 pack, which culminate to more story missions and a new raid. So that's pretty good, too. Again, I have nothing against Division 2. I enjoyed it when I played it, but I've already played all of that in Division 1, and it didn't have anything to make me stick around, so I'm not sticking around. So, yeah, Division peoples, you got something good for yourself. Let's see here. Let's talk about something a little bit more interesting. The For Honor DLC. I enjoyed that game, but again, I don't play it again because For Honor is sort of. I think that's a ironic title for that game because the last thing in that game is when you play PvP is honor. Because why fight someone 101 when all your boys can jump your enemy and just get a quick kill and win the game? I know it's sort of pantomimes real life where honor is a concept that keeps things nice and fair. But when the rest of the world don't seem to follow along with that creed, you can give or take the game. I am too good to be pwned by mugging by a crowd. No thank you. But I do appreciate the cool DLCs they have from time to time. One of which highlights a ancient samurai woman ghost who
just owns everybody. Just kill them all like.
She had no honor. So maybe it's just a biography of your standard For Honor player. They got super strong by being cheap and dirty.
I can see it. I can see it. So another good game. Yay! This one's a little different. Raven 6 Quarantine. They don't give out too much of it. All we see is a guy that's apparently sick. He's trying to shoot a monster off screen, only to be saved by people. It's creepy and it's kooky, mysterious and spooky. It's all together ooky. It might make some money. Honestly,
well done.
Honestly, that's zombies. You know, people can't get enough of zombies.
So the way I see this one is that it could have potential. They did claim to say that what Rainbow Six Siege was for PvP, Quarantine was going to be for co-op PvE. And I'm willing to believe them on that aspect because even though I don't play Siege, I do keep an eye on it from time to time, and it is interesting enough. If I had more time and, different sensibilities, I try my hand and luck on that game. But right now, it's not in the cards. Maybe someday, just not today. Let's see here. We're actually almost done. We plowed through this pretty good. So, I'll be honest with you. I think they started strong at the beginning of the show as their best game. I'm gonna say Gods and Monsters. They saved that for the last reveal of the show, and it was okay. We don't know too much about it. It's very colorful, and it was created by the same people who did Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which was a fun enough game from what I've seen. But other than the trailer of some, pit from, darn it, what's it called?
Kid Icarus.
Yes, thank you. Some pit-looking girl, boy, /
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell person of indiscriminate gender, / a beast or a demon beast. We don't really know what it's about, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm sure it's got something under the hood, but until we get more information, I can't say anything about it.
No, it looks pretty. They work on it. Good job, but
it certainly did look pretty.
Let's see. Also, back to Tom Clancy, back to good. One last time. Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Now this got my attention. That looks fun. He got all these, got like a top-down perspective, shooting at people. It looks like a mobile game. It's a mobile game. I should have saw that coming.
It is a mobile game. You didn't notice that?
No, I should have.
You didn't? Really?
Really, but it does look kind of fun. You take all these characters from all these different Tom Clancy franchises, and I'm almost certain, unless you play these Tom Clancy franchises, the only one you really will know is Sam Fisher. They imply that you can get to your characters and stuff. They might as well just have called it G.I. Joe. But I mean, it's pretty neat.
Or the Ubisoft squad.
Yeah.
Because it features all the gun-toting gun-toting specialists of all their Tom Clancy brands. Well, maybe not all of them, but enough of them. So, yeah. Let's finish off with the best game of the show, in my personal opinion, and I bet Backlash is as well. The newest version of Watch Dogs, called Watch Dogs Legion. Was it Watch Dogs Legion or Watch Dogs 3 Legion?
It's Watch Dogs Legion. I was wrong about the title before.
Okay.
But it is kind of interesting. And it's like, that's probably aside from having special guest John Bernthal, as well as his dog appear, that was the most interesting thing on the whole conference. It's a game where you can pick all these specialists to help you wage the war against the bad guys that are pretty much running London now.
Yep. London's a thing, and no, I don't mean what you hear on the news. It's also a thing in video games, too, where that stuff is happening to London. Poor London.
Yeah.
But you get to set things right by creating your own squad of hacktivist terrorists to defeat Albion. I don't know if they're state-sponsored or some sort of private security force, but they're taking control of London, and they're not very posh about it, turning everybody into steak and ale pies.
Yeah.
So you better do something about it and recruit people to your cause. And when I recruit people to your cause, I don't mean like some, hand-drawn, well-written character that you can tell from a glance. No, I'm talking about well-written jobbers off the street, because the game will allow you to recruit anyone off the street.
Yeah.
From lawyers to dentists to Indian chiefs, you are going to have your fill of anyone who looks cool but has crap skills, or some weird grandma who turns out to be an entire assassin who can still kick butt, albeit very slowly.
Yeah, somehow everyone is an expert at everything.
In London they are.
At the very least, they're expert in something that makes your job halfway beneficial in playing the game.
Yeah, some people are good at quiet assassinations. Other people are good at drone hacking. Some people are good at bear boxing. Some people make good tea and crumpets. It's up to you to decide who gets into your squad to take care of business and free Londons from those evil people in, military gear. We don't really know much of the story on how things got all messed up, but it's your job to fix everything that was messed up. Becoming the newest incarnation of DegSect. And I'll be honest with you, never played Watch Dogs 1. I attended to, but I was hearing too many bad press, so I know. I kind of kowtowed to the group think on that one. And then when Watch Dogs 2 came out, I said, wow, I made out with 2. They came out with a sequel. I thought the first game was not that good. And surprise, surprise, people liked the second game. And I saw some people play it a little bit, and I said, that looks pretty cool. But I thought, okay, so, I'm not going to get invested. Even though 2 looks better than 1, I am not going to get invested because this is probably the last one they're ever going to make. Nope! Now, bam! Here you go. So, I ain't going to let this one slip through my fingers. I will become the next agent, if not leader, of DegSect. You just watch out. Backlash, do you have anything else to add to this game?
No, you pretty much said it all. I do like the open world environment in it, in London town. That seems like it's the only one game, except for maybe Elite Squad, that hits my buttons. It's up my alley. They did do one other thing. It's another peripheral, y'all. This one's called the Unity, if I'm not mistaken.
The Unity?
Upplay. Uplay.
Nah, we don't talk about Uplay.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that Uplay. I'll just say, no, far be it from me to insult Ubisoft, but it's another service provider for a service provider. So it's sort of like getting Netflix to play Amazon Prime. No thank you. Anyway, your review of, I'll start. My review of Ubisoft's press conference, I'll give it a pass. They had some games that I weren't interested in, like Bethesda. But I do see that there was quite a bit of effort of games. There was nothing slacking in the games itself. The people who enjoy those things, like Brawlhalla and fans of Adventure Time, they're gonna love it. People who are dance crazy maniacs, where they highlighted people who good things in life happen to them because of Just Dance series, they're gonna love 2020. People who still play For Honor just to get ganked or do the ganking, they're gonna love the new DLC. All things I don't have any interest in, but I do have respect for. That's why it gets a pass, because they are still good and they make a nice quality game. A little less than other press conferences, but still quality. They went with quality over quantity this round. So I'm not going to slight them for not having as many games as they should have. Especially since Watch Dogs Legion was pretty darn awesome. I'm definitely playing that one. Backlash?
Let's see. Honestly, Bronze, I don't think anything did it for me on this one. I think it was too repetitive. Lots of Tom Clancy games, lots of shooters. I know there's an audience out for shooters. Apparently, allegedly, it's the most popular game. Shooters are first-person shooter, the most popular game of the current generation game type. So with that in mind, plus what I did enjoy with the Legion, with what was it called already?
Legion of Doom?
No.
Watch Dogs Legion?
Watch Dogs Legion. Mm-hmm. I wasn't even It's Okay, but I like Watch Dogs Legion that much. The trailer made me laugh with some of the things that they were doing with Helen, the old lady. He was humorous. And again, with the audience in mind, I give it a low pass. The conference itself was alright, but the games were kind of mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yes.
I would say they're mediocre myself, but that's just me. And you still get a pass, so that's good.
Yes.
So I can't disagree with your judgment there. I feel I gave it the same rating for different reasons. So it's still net zero pass. Not It's Okay because it's better than that, but not a platinum pass of perfection because it could have had more games and could have been better, but still a pass. And it was the one true Alma Gamer Bottle Bronze.
Any information on True Backlash?
Saying to stay tuned for the next Video Game Armada transmission for whatever next discussion we're going to load into the Video Game Armada. But until then, though, take care.